Hey everybody, it's Ike and
Christine, hi.
And Mr. Higgins. Mr. Higgins is our expert paranormal canine companion, and he sees things that we don't see lots of times. And besides that, he's my buddy. He's a good old boy. Yeah. So shout outs, Larry Lawson, Indian River Hauntings, on every Tuesday at 5 o'clock our time, 7 o'clock his time. Great show. And his co-host, Chris Huff, who has a channel called Spirit Research Northeast on YouTube. Awesome channel, both of them. I encourage you to go check both of them out. They're pretty cool. Also, our subscribers are going up like crazy. I think we picked up 7 or 8 just yesterday. It's awesome. We really appreciate you guys. Makes us feel good that there's people that actually watch this stuff. It gives us the will to keep doing these.
Yep.
Right? As you can see, Higgins here is a purebred German Shepherd. And he's very loving.
He's the finest pedigree.
He is. He's a beautiful puppy. All right, for today's beer challenge, or should we call it a maybe wine challenge, not really sure. These were brought to us by Mom.
Yep.
She said, I'll pick these up for you guys. There's 2 in the fridge. I think she thought these were beer, but it actually says house wine.
I think she just really liked the name of it.
Original red blend. Well, you know, we're not going to discriminate. And we're going to give it a try. So
2 cans equals 1 bottle.
All right.
Interesting.
Let's give it a try. It's red. Prost.
Roast.
You gotta sniff it. It's wine. Smells like wine. It definitely tastes like red wine.
Yeah, that's red wine.
I'm not a wine connoisseur, so yeah, I can't tell you much about it except for it's red.
It's not bad.
And it tastes like wine. Not my thing.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
It might be good with a steak or something, but wine in a can, yeah, I don't know about that.
Tastes the exact same as normal wine to me.
Right. So we're still in lockdown. Well, we're not really in lockdown, but this whole state is still in lockdown actually, and nobody's going anywhere, can't go anyplace. And haven't really, I've got some people I want to interview, but because we're still being isolated, we're going to hold off because I don't want some cop coming over here and not worried about him spreading the virus. I'm worried about him smelling like donuts. And then I have to run to the donut store. And,
oh, God.
And donut store is closed, so it's best just to...
The donut store is closed?
Yeah, so...
Oh, God.
But we got some pretty exciting investigations coming up if this ever gets behind us, which I'm sure it will. And some UFO stuff, a haunted house, allegedly, of a predominant person from the state. So we got some stuff in the works. All right, the reason I brought Mr. Higgins to the show because it reminded me of a story. And the story is about 10 years old, and even though it's not really law enforcement related, it's being told to you by a law enforcement person. So about 10 years ago, I used to wear a gold ring. It used to fit. I'm not wearing it now anymore because my fingers for some reason turned into sausages. It doesn't fit anymore. But this ring was given to me by a friend who has since passed on. It was a gold ring with a red garnet on top. And I used to wear it all the time. It never came off my fingers. And one day I was working on the cars, I was changing oil. And when I got back in the house, my ring's gone. So I thought maybe it's in the glove, I slung it off, wiping my hands, and me and my wife searched everywhere. We checked all the clothes and pockets and gloves and where the car was parked. That sucker was gone. And it was gone for probably 6 months. So one winter day, my wife is doing dishes and I'm helping her. And we had another dog named Scooby, Australian Shepherd mix. And I lay off the donuts. And it was kind of muddy outside. It had been raining and snowing that day. So, like I said, my wife's washing dishes. I'm helping her wash dishes. And then Scooby comes in, and he'd always sit in the kitchen just looking at us, looking for scraps. And I look down, and Scooby's sitting on his butt, and right next to his foot is my ring. Beats the heck out of me. I don't know why the ring would be in the middle of the kitchen floor next to the dog. How it got there, I don't know. And there's been several incidences in my life where I've lost things, and later on they would reappear. Kind of strange. Come here, Higgins. Come up here. Come. Confusing him.
Neither of us.
He's ghost hunting right now. He's busy. So anyway, that's a quick, weird story. I don't know if you all have ever experienced that. I think sometimes things just make their way back. I don't know how or why. There's really no explanation for that ring. You know, I tried to rationalize it in my head. Maybe the ring was in the mud and it got stuck to the dog's foot and he dropped it back in the house. Pretty unlikely. This wasn't, you know, a real light little ring. It's a gold ring. 14 karat gold with a garnet on it. I mean,
Yeah, that thing was heavy.
it wouldn't stick to the dog's foot. I mean, he would sling that off in a heartbeat. And plus, there was no mud around it where he was sitting in the kitchen, so no idea how that could have happened. Now, I remember when that happened, you know, I was working for the sheriff's department, and I told some of my friends, and I realized that almost everybody I've talked to had similar stories. You know, they'd lose something, and it would just reappear in some really, really strange places, or just out of the blue, it'd be back. And like I said, that's happened to me more than once. So if you guys have any experiences like that, shoot me a short text or comment on the video. You can always contact me at IDKparanormal@gmail.com. If you have a story you want me to tell, I'll gladly relay it. I also appreciate the subscribers from across the pond. I'm picking up subscribers from Norway, from Sweden, from England, from Germany. Pretty cool. We're going international. We'll have to start running a streamer with subtitles underneath it and, you know, translate all this stuff. Especially for the Irish, Scottish, and English, you know. So sometimes.
Yeah.
Just kidding, Chris. So you remember the video we did coming out of the closet? And we asked the question, should we use this Ouija board in there?
Yeah.
We got a pretty good response. Quite a few people emailed me, texted me saying, do not use a Ouija board in your closet or your house. Me personally, I don't think it's that big of a deal.
I don't either.
There's no difference between me using a board and asking spirits for stuff versus me using my voice or rods. I think those are all tools. And yeah, the possibility of something coming in that you think it is, but it's not, is there no matter what you do. So as long as you're of clear sound in mind.
Holy mackerel.
Huh?
You smell that?
Yeah, I think it's Higgins.
Oh, God.
See that, or some kind of demonic entity that just materialized in front of us.
Don't they say that, like, certain kind of ghosts have a horrible body decomposing smell?
That's what I've heard. I've never experienced it. So we really appreciate any comments. Nothing but nice emails we get. It's really encouraging. We appreciate that. Thank you guys. There's a couple of people that give us a thumbs down. I don't even know why you go to this channel and watch our videos if you're going to give it a thumbs down. Why don't you just go somewhere else? Watch somebody else's video. How about you get yourself off your butt and make your own video instead of critiquing somebody else's stuff. So, yeah, like they say across the pond, bugger off. And I also want to say thank you to our police officers, firefighters, and EMTs out there, busting their butts, you know, sticking their neck out on the line. It's easy for these armchair quarterbacks that, you know, sit at home. They're laid off right now, which is not a good thing, of course. But you don't know what bad is until you have to respond to a place and not know what you're getting into. And this virus just makes it so much worse.
Yep.
So you firefighters, EMTs, and police officers, you know, be careful. There's been quite a few police officers that have passed away here recently, attributed to the coronavirus. And there's people out there saying, oh, they had underlying conditions. I'm like, Jesus, give me a break. Enough of that.
Yeah.
Also, I want to know if you guys out there have ever had anybody pass on somebody that you knew, and they came to you in a dream, and how real it was. Write me a short story. Let me know, because I have. I've lost a good friend, and he came to me in my dream, and that was probably probably the second most realistic dream I've ever had. So I think there's something to it, and it's weird because why do some people come to you when they die and some people don't? My mom, my dad, they've all passed. They've never came to me in dreams. But for some reason, my friend did, so let me know. Don't forget to hit like if you like this topic. And don't forget to hit like if you like these videos. Gonna make this channel grow. We're approaching 150 at a high rate of speed. Going for 200. Mm-hmm. At 200, I think we'll do another giveaway. I'm not really sure what we're gonna do just yet, but we'll give something away. Mm-hmm. So anyway, sorry, just kind of a short video. Just a quick little story. I was curious if anybody else has ever experienced that kind of thing. As long as we're like quarantined, we try to stay home as much as possible. Mm-hmm. Like I said, once this lifts, we'll be out doing stuff again. Until then, we're just going to keep popping out these little videos. Maybe do another investigation inside this house. It hasn't been very active, but every once in a while you hear stuff in here.
Yep.
Little knocking, banging, stuff like that. Shadows. Also the property, we're going to do a little bit of work on the property too. We've got a pretty big piece of land here. And maybe snoop around and see what's going on. Maybe something happened here in the past that we don't know about. So in the meantime, subscribe, like, share this channel, tell your friends. Don't forget to check out Indian River Hauntings, and Spirit Research Northeast, both on YouTube. They're awesome. Especially on Indian River Hauntings. It's a live stream, so you can comment and communicate. We do. And so come on, New Mexico, all my New Mexican people that are subscribed to me, get on there. Let's show them that we care. Mm-hmm. Do you have anything to say? Do you care?
I always care.
Do you care about canned wine?
Actually, I kind of do. What about you?
No, sucks. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it a 1.
That's kind of harsh, ain't it?
It is, but it's not a beer, so it's a 1.
That
Wine comes in bottles, and there's bad wine in bottles. You put it in a can, it can only get worse. So
good sir, I think you have a terrible opinion. I'm going to give it an 8.
Okay, for your 8, I'll take a 1. So short video. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.